I was sitting on the couch, dying for the 100th time to a new version of Libra and Night Rain, when I got an email from a subscriber. Hey guys, I'm almost 70 years old, and I only play with a keyboard and a 2-button mouse. I can't dodge. Can you make me a max cheese build without rolls? And I thought, why not? If it helps one of our subscribers, I'll do it. So I decided to make the cheesiest build I possibly could. The rules were simple. No rolls. Dodging is illegal. No complicated buff stacking. Works the same in dungeons and against bosses. You only press 2 buttons, attack and flask. Okay, one more button will be held down the whole time, but we'll get to that later. And most importantly, the build had to be fun. Something you can laugh at while steamrolling bosses. So get comfy, grab a snack, and let's dive in. First steps. For the starting class, pick Vagabond. It is the best early survivability. Take the golden seed as your gift for an extra flask. Skip the first boss and head to the first step site of grace, where you'll meet Varre, the White Mask. Don't even try to kill him yet, you bloodthirsty bastards. We'll need him later. From the first step, run straight to the Church of Ella. And whatever you do, don't fight that big horse knight on the road. He's on steroids and will absolutely stomp you into the ground. Just run past, activate the shrine, and keep going. Then head to Stormgate and grab Torrent at the site of grace. Pick up the map, then turn right and go into the basement. You'll find Blade there, which lets you sweep Ashes of War right at a grace instead of running to the blacksmith. Oh, and about Ashes of War, they're basically special moves for your weapons, like this, or even this. But don't leave just yet. At the end of the camp, there's a carriage with a chest inside. Loot it to get the Flail, which we'll need soon. After that, teleport back to the Church of Ella, where Randy will show up and give you this spirit calling bell along with the wolf summon. Alright, we've got everything we need here. Now it's time for our main weapon, the lance. It was OP in medieval times, OP in the Richard the Lionheart movie, OP in Mountain Blade Warband, and it's still OP here. Continue along the route until you reach the War Master's Shack site of grace. On the way, make a quick stop at Stormhill Shack to grab the key and talk to Roderica. From there, just keep following the path up the hill until you hit the cliff, drop down onto the ruins, and pick up your lance. Great, we've got the weapon, but we can't actually use it yet. That means we need some runes to level up. To do it more effectively, we'll grab 2 Gold-Pickled Fowl feet, which boost rune farming by 30%. The first one is near the first step site of grace. Just go behind the church, walk to the cliff shown on screen, and jump down. Don't worry, your insurance covers the fall. Down there you'll find a chicken foot and a couple of crabs. The second one is by the Stormgate site of grace. Run straight along the road until you see a hill with some fanatics praying to a wooden pole. Grab the foot from them and leave. Next, head to the third Church of Marika. Follow the route on the screen, but don't forget to grab the map on the way. Inside the church, pick up the Flask of Wondrous Physick and a Sacred Tear. The Flask lets you stack special buffs like damage, defense, and stamina, and the Tear boosts the healing from your flask. Activate the Site of Grace, then go behind the church. There's a portal that teleports you to Caelid. Once there, unlock the nearby fort and activate the Grace. Then head down, grab a golden seed, and rest at another Grace. Melina will show up, give her dialogue, which delays any speedrun for 20 seconds, and send you to the Round Table Hold. Basically the tarnished base where everyone chills, sells stuff, and upgrades gear. No time to relax. Teleport back and run straight through between the dragon's legs, then past the angry tree until you reach the light pillar. Jump onto it and keep going forward to the next site of grace. From there, enter the castle, head upstairs, and open the chest for a talisman piece. Then go down, and here's the tricky part. One hole is wrong, the other is right. Drop into the correct one, grab the rune, dodge the rats, and pick up the talisman. After that, die proudly, respawn, equip the talisman and the flail we looted earlier, and it's dragon farming time. Hold L2 on controller or Shift plus RMB on keyboard. Chip the wyvern down to low HP, pop the gold foot, and finish it off. That's around 65,000 runes or 22 levels. Distribute your points like this. +6 to strength, +1 to dexterity to use the lance, and put the rest evenly into endurance and vigor. But we're not done yet. Near Fort Caelid, there is another place to get runes fast. Teleport back to the Grace near the dragon, run between his legs again, and this time turn left toward the cemetery. Grab the runes from the graves, they won't need many more, Then jump across the roots and activate the Site of Grace. Rest until nightfall. When you wake up, a horseman will be waiting on the bridge. Mount up, ride past him, and position yourself by the tree opposite the bridge. When he gets close, use another gold-pickled fowl foot to boost rune gain. Then quickly run back onto the bridge. The devs tried to patch him twice so he wouldn't fall, but guess what? He still does. Nice fix from free 9 levels. Put those straight into endurance and vigor. Now we need armor, something heavy with solid defense. So here's the table with hard armor sets. At this point, we can't get DLC sets, and most strong armor requires boss kills, which we're not ready for. That leaves us with 2 real options. One in Lane Dell, too far for now, and another we can cheese in Limgrave. For this, we need the Poison Mist spell and a little creativity. Teleport to Stormgate's Site of Grace and follow the route shown on the map. On the bridge, grab a stone sword key and activate the grace behind it. Talk to the maid, take her letter, then head to this spot on the map and kill the scarab. It drops Poison Mist. Armor. Now we need armor, something heavy with solid defense. Now return to the warrior's camp. Buy Ashes of War, Endure, and no skill. Then hit him to aggro. You can fight fair or just bait him, go to the hut, and cast Poison Mist. He'll eventually die from poison, dropping his full armor set and a bell. Give the bell to the Twin Maiden Husks, and you'll be able to buy his spells later. Great, now we've got armor and a weapon, but they're heavy as hell. To fix that, we need the Great Jar Talisman. Teleport to the Third Church of America and keep running until you reach the lift. Go down, sprint past all the mobs, descend again, and run straight across the river to another lift. Use the 2 stone sword keys we picked up earlier, ride up, and you'll be back in Caelid. Activate the grace, then head forward past the golems until you see the giant jar. Talk to it and 3 summon signs will appear. Normally, you'd need to kill all 3 invaders, but this is hard and we're aiming for cheese. So summon one of them, run to this spot, crouch, and wait. They'll usually get stuck on a wall and then jump and die on their own. Well, it's their AI choice. Repeat it 3 times and claim your Great Jar Talisman. Now we need to fix our damage, because right now we're hitting like this. Teleport to the first step and head down to this spot on the map. There's a merchant here. Buy the club from him. Now our path lies in Liurnia. Teleport to Stormgate's Site of Grace, run straight, then turn right along the road until you find a hidden path. Follow it all the way until you reach a Site of Grace. From there, grab the first map piece, then head to the marked location for the second piece of the map. Grab it and activate the shrine near the stairs. We'll need it later. From the shrine, go to this point on the map to the cave. Swap your weapon to the club, head inside, and kill the Crystalian boss. With our stats, this fight is easy. Afterwards, return to Round Table Hold. Hand the bell bearing to the maiden, buy 12 smithing stones, level 1 and level 2, and upgrade our lance to +6. Better, but still not enough, so our path leads us to Altus Plateau to push our damage further. Teleport to Limgrave and run to Fort Hate to grab the second half of the Dectus Medallion. Once you have it, teleport back to the Academy Gates in Liurnia. To enter, we need the key. Grab it from the Sleeping Dragon at this location, then return to the stairs, pick up the map, and pass through the gate. Along the way, collect a golden seed and a sacred tear from the church on the left, and rest at the grace to upgrade your flask. Keep running forward, dodging the catapults like you're John Wick until you reach another grace and use the lift. Use the Dectus Medallion and get to Altus Plateau. From here, go uphill, grab the golden seed and map fragment, then climb the ladder. Don't worry, the horse police won't chase you here. Pick up the loot, activate the grace, upgrade your flask, then descend into the cave marked on the map. Find the entrance, activate the grace, break the illusory wall, and kill a few miners to reach a chest with smithing miner's bell bearing. Give it to the Twin Maidens and they'll now sell smithing stones 3 and 4, letting you upgrade your lance to +12. Now that we've got a weapon, it's time for a shield. No, not just a shield, the biggest shield. Even the bigger shield. That's the one that fits this build. Looking at the Great Shield table, most of them drop from mobs and farming those is boring, not very cheese. So instead, we're just gonna buy one. Teleport to Altus Plateau, head up until you reach the bridge, activate the Site of Grace and talk to the merchant here. He sells the shield we need. If you're short on runes, pop a few consumables from your inventory. Buy it, put a no-skill Ash of War on it, and surprise, we don't have enough strength to equip it. We're short by 10 points now, and the endgame shield we'll need later requires 48 strength. So where do we get all those levels? The answer is Mohgwyn Palace, aka the best place to reduce bird population. At this point, you can already go straight to Margit and Godrick. The fights will be much easier thanks to your level and defenses. But let's make them even easier. Teleport to Liurnia and head to this spot on the map. Talk to the woman in green, she'll give you a quest. Next, go to this location and meet the guy cooking shrimp. Finally, some normal food in a Souls game. Talk to him and buy a necklace for 1,000 runes, then return to the green lady. After that, head back to Shrimp Guy and buy 10 prawns. He'll reward you with an emote. Rest at the Grace, then buy another 10 prawns. He'll disappear and later show up at Altus Plateau in the lake. Teleport to Altus, go to the lake and talk to him again. He'll sell you crabs. And apparently this lake is special, because you can buy crabs from him forever. Each one gives you 20% damage reduction with super quick and easy use. After this, we'll grab a stronger Ash of War. Teleport to the Grace near Stormview Castle, wait until night and head to the bridge. There is a cavalry boss there. Just hold block and attack until he goes down, and you'll get Ash of War repeating thrust. Equip it, then push into Stormview Castle. Test your build against Margit, then Godrick. With Wolves Summon Crab in a block-focused setup, you'll see their damage is tiny and the fights are surprisingly easy. After Godrick, teleport back to the first step. Varre will be gone, but you'll see a message pointing to the Church of Roses in Liurnia. Meet him there. He'll give you 3 festering bloody fingers. You can either invade 3 times or kill an NPC to not ruin people's run. Teleport to Atlas Plateau. Turn around, you'll see huge mountains. That's where we're heading. Run straight towards them, following the path upward. Near the ruins, activate the nearby shrine. From the ruins, go right and climb the cliff. You'll spot a boss chilling on his boat. Just run past him toward the mountain pass. Activate the Site of Grace here. Run straight through the area with fire geysers until you reach another shrine near a castle. From the castle, turn left and run straight until you hit lava. Skip the boss here and keep running across the lava until you reach the end. There's a sneaky left turn, don't miss it. Follow this path to reach a hut with a Site of Grace. Take a breath, we're almost there. Continue forward and activate the Site of Grace behind the demi-human queen. Climb the stone bridge, jump down and continue straight until you reach a cliff edge with a ladder and climb down. Descend, turn left and reach the next bridge. On the bridge, activate the Site of Grace, then run straight towards the ruins. Head to the farthest ruins, deal with the 2 dogs, and activate the red summon sign. Kill the guy who made a build from our previous video, then go back to the mask guy. He'll give you a white cloth that needs to be soaked in blood. The fastest way to do this is to teleport back to the Bridge of Sacrifice, Site of Grace, and deal with the girl holding the letter. Don't worry, she was doomed anyway, we just speeded things up. Return to the masked guy, and he'll hand you an item that teleports you straight to Mohgwyn Palace. Now it's time to grind. Run past the red Albinorics until you reach the Blood Rivers. Keep moving until you find a passage between the cliffs. Climb up and activate the next Site of Grace. Look down, you'll see the bird. And no, you can't stab it with your spear, so you'll need a bow for this rune farm. Head to the Round Table Hold, buy a bow from the merchant, then teleport to the Church of Ella and grab 200 arrows from Kale. Return to Mohgwyn Palace, equip your bow, and shoot the bird around the corner. The bird isn't exactly a genius. It'll run off the cliff and you net 11,000 runes each time. Spend about 30 minutes farming here to hit around level 125. I know it can get boring, so my pro tip, your little brother or kid do the farming while you relax. After the farm, your stats should look like this. It might sound insane, but trust me, it works. At this stage, we've also got enough runes to push our spear all the way to plus 12, so just head back to Maiden and upgrade it. Next up is activating the Great Rune. Teleport back to Godrick's castle. Starting from this Site of Grace, go down to the room where you defeated Godrick Jr., head into the courtyard, and take a right. Go down into the basement and open the fog wall. Continue straight ahead until you're outside on the road. From here, take a turn and run toward the arch. Follow the path shown on screen. Keep moving past the fire golems and enter through the doorway. Take the elevator up, and at the top of the tower, you'll meet the 2 fingers and can finally activate your rune. The next update is Flask. We've got a lot more HP now, and our current Flask just isn't enough to heal at all, so it's time to upgrade it. To save you time, I'll show the route on the map from the Site of Graces to each sacred tier. If you need more details, there's also a full video in the description, but honestly, the map should be enough. Now it's time for buffs, actually only 2 buffs. First up, Golden Vow. It gives you plus 15% damage and around negative 10% damage taken. You can find it in a tent near the bridge. Teleport to the Site of Grace, run inside the tent, and grab it. To use it, you need to buy seals from the twins and put the Golden Vow into the memory slot. After that, use it. Then buff for your shield. You'll need Scholar's Shield and a staff. Scholar's Shield is in the Waypoint Ruins. Beat the boss and Selin will sell it. For the staff, just kill the demi-human queen in the nearby ruins. Put your shield in one hand, staff in the other, and cast the spell whenever you want extra tankiness. We also need a proper Flask of Wondrous Physick setup. To do this, you'll need to kill the big tree in Caelid. Normally that fight's a nightmare, but we don't fight fair. First, go to the Inhibition Church in Liurnia and kill the scarab outside. It drops Frenzied Burst. Equip it, respec your flasks fully into FP, ride up a tree in Caelid, and just snipe the Erd Tree avatar from max range. If it starts blasting projectiles, just hide behind the tree until it calms down. If you run out of FP, hop on Torrent and finish it with your spear. Killing it gives you 2 crystal tears. Slide them into your flask and enjoy. By now you should have free talisman slots. First, grab the spear talisman in Liurnia. He's located in the cave. Just run left from the Grace into the cave and open the chest. Second, grab the turtle talisman. First, buy some stone keys from the twins, then teleport to Summonwater Village outskirts in Limgrave. Open the fog wall and head down into the basement full of turtles. Loot the talisman and leave before they get mad. Now comes the hardest fight of your life, Radahn. Teleport to Caelid. Follow the road to Redmane Castle and talk to the announcer to start the Radahn Festival. Don't forget the smithing stone in the side room. Take the lift down, buff up, and get ready. If you fight him solo, it's rough. But this is cheese, so call in your summons and the boys. You can also glitch him. I'll leave the method in the description. Remember, in Phase 2 when he becomes a human or rocket, run away from him, not toward him. Good luck. Beating him unlocks a crater and access to the underground city. TP there and go down to the ancient city Nokron. Go into it and reach an underground city. Here, our target is the Mimic Tier Summon in the Black Blade. Head to the bottom of the ancient city until you reach a Site of Grace. Be careful here. The black slimes can easily snipe you. Once you get to the shrine, jump down, pick up the bell at the altar, and head into this alley as shown. Proceed downward to face your own clone and defeat it. The fight'll be tough because you're basically a walking tin can, so take off your armor. After winning, keep going straight until you reach this corner. Jump down following the route on the screen until you reach the heart of the city. You can also collect larval tears here for rebirth. Follow the route on screen until you reach a fog wall and pick up the black blade nearby. Clear the room to receive the Mimic Tier Summon. It creates your exact copy on the battlefield. After this, teleport to the Round Table Hold and put the blood enchantment on your spear. Then take the bell to the Twin Maiden Husks. They'll sell these special flowers. Buy 4 different tiers of the flower to upgrade your summon. Next, go see Radahn at Round Table Hold. Speak to her, then to the blacksmith. Select the dialogue option about Radahn. Speak to her again and rest at the table. Now Radahn will sit next to the blacksmith, allowing you to upgrade your summons. Level your Mimic Tier Summon up to +3. Now our build looks like this. We only need to upgrade our spear a bit more and improve our armor. Go to the tunnel where we got this second miner's bell bearing and farm the miners until you collect 11 stones. The 12th one is in the same tunnel. Upgrade your weapon, then teleport to Altus Plateau and run to this crater. Kill the gravity beast there and you'll get 6 more smithing stones. With our current build, the beast is no problem. Now for the armor. Teleport to Limgrave and head into the cave with Patches. Kill the invader, then bring Patches down to half health. Talk to him and forgive him. After that, teleport to Altus Plateau. You'll find the woman in green waiting. Take her hand and teleport to Volcano Manor. Talk to everyone inside. Get the key, open the door, and receive your first assassination contract. Teleport to the red marker on the map, invade the target, and kill him. Then go back to Patches. He'll give you a letter. Teleport to Liurnia and follow the route on screen until you reach this Site of Grace. Climb up and you'll face a boss. Show him how strong you've become, kill him, rest at the Grace, and then invade the guy with one of the best armor sets in the game. kill him and you'll get the strongest armor available pre-DLC. Now that we've got everything we need, here's how the build actually works. LOL. Rule number 1, you always hold block. Always. Then you just poke with normal attacks. Scholar's Shield makes your guard super strong, so your stamina bar barely moves. The Turtle Talisman keeps your stamina regenerating, and if something does slip through, don't worry, you'll tank it. If you're on keyboard and mouse, blind block to left click and attack to right click. That way you can play this entire build with just 2 fingers like a true cheese lord. But here's the real secret. Most of your damage isn't from normal pokes, it's from bleed. Bleed in Elden Ring isn't flat damage. It chunks a percentage of the enemy's max HP. That means the bigger the boss, the harder they fall. That's why Arcane is the main stat for this build later on. The higher it is, the faster bleed procs. Always use your Crab and Flask. They're cheap, fast buffs that give you more defense and sustain. Your Ash of War guarantees instant bleed procs. But once you get deeper into the game, you can swap it for seppuku to make bleed even more ridiculous. So the gameplay is simple. Hold block, poke, and watch bosses bleed out while you sip tea IRL. With this setup, you'll be able to clear the game without rolling even once. For the final version of the build, you'll need to upgrade your spear to plus 25. You'll get the bell bearings for this as you progress. Upgrade your mimic tier to plus 10. Obtain the Mog Talisman, located in the Dell sewers. I'll attach the location in the description. Swap your shield to the Fingerprint Shield. It has the highest guard boost in the base game. And finally, grab Varre's Mask, which drops from an invader in Magwin Palace at the spots shown. Seppuku Ash of War. And that's how the final version of the build will look. If you want a more detailed version of this guide, with exact locations for every item, write part 2 in the comments. And that's it. This was the cheesiest Elden Ring build that doesn't require rolling or magic. If you know an easier way to beat the game, share it in the comments. And if this guide helped you, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. This was Hawk Live Gaming. See you next time.